Very good evening, one and all. Welcome to Math Classes by MSR. In this video, I would like to discuss with you distance formula. So, what is the distance formula? Is if you take a coordinate plane x-axis and y-axis, say x, x dash, y, y dash, x dash, y and y dash. Okay, x-axis as well as y-axis. I have taken a coordinate plane. Their point of intersection will be 0 cos 0 origin. Now I wanted to find the distance between any two points in the coordinate plane. Okay, so if I take any point A, x1 y1, B, x2 y2, A x1 y1, B x2 y2, be any two points in the coordinate plane, how to find the distance between them? How to find the distance between them? So what I will do is, so this is the distance between AB. Okay. Now to find the distance between them, I will drop a perpendiculars from A to x-axis as well as from B to x-axis. Okay. Let us name these points as some D, C and D. Again from A to BD also I will drop one perpendicular. Okay. Now name this point as some E. So AC is perpendicular to x-axis, ED is also perpendicular to x-axis, and AE is also perpendicular to BD. Okay, now we have to find the distance AB. Distance between the 2 points AX1 y1 and BX2 y2. Okay, distance between the 2 points AX1 y1, BX2 y2. We have to calculate. Okay, so if we see the triangle ABE, so AB square is equals to, means the square of hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of remaining two sides. We know that it is a Pythagoras theorem application. Square of hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of remaining two sides. So AB square is equals to AE square plus BE square. AE square plus BE square. But we don't know even AE and BE lengths also, which we need to be calculated. So simple. We know that in a coordinate plane, if you take any point P some x comma y, what is this x indicates? X is nothing but abscissa, which is a that is nothing but the distance of any point from y-axis is called abscissa. Distance of any point from x-axis is called as ordinate. Here now this point from y-axis, what is the distance? This is x1, right? From y-axis distance is x1. So this is x1 OC. Okay, and what is this distance? AC is y1. Distance of the point from x-axis y coordinate y. Okay, similarly this is y2 and OD is, suppose this is O, so this is x2. So distance of the point B from x-axis is, from y-axis is x coordinate. Distance of the point B from x-axis it's y coordinate. Okay, now we got OD distance is x2, OC distance is x1. So what is the length CD? CD is x2 minus x1. Yes or no? This distance is x2. Till here the distance is x1. So this distance will be x2 minus x1, which is equals to this. Similarly, this distance is y2. This is y1. This is also y1. DE. AC is y1. DE also y1. So the total distance is y2. Till here the distance is y1. So BE distance will be y2 minus y1. Now almost our proof is completed in a way. So AE length we got x2 minus x1. so whole square, plus BE length we got y2 minus y1 whole square. So AB square is equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So AB is equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This otherwise also we can write as square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Anything is okay. Or still we can write this as square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Or still we can write as so square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Any way we can write it. In a way we have to write difference of x coordinate whole square plus difference of y coordinates whole square, square root of. That is the distance formula. You can remember either this or this. Okay, usually we use these two. Okay, square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. That is the distance between the 2 points in the coordinate plane. If A is a point x1 y1, B is a point x2 y2. Now what are the applications of this formula? What are the applications of this formula we are going to discuss now? Okay, so the applications of distance formula is if we take so now is observe everybody. Now what are the applications of distance formula? Just now we discussed the first and foremost application is to find the distance between any two points. Distance between any two points is the first application. Second application, collinearity. Whether the given 3 points or 4 points, whatever it may be, whether the given 3 points are collinear or not, we have to decide by using the distance formula itself. Suppose A is a point, B is 1 point, C is 1 point. Okay, A is 1 point, B is 1 point, C is 1 point. How can you decide that A, B, C are collinear or not? So what is meant by collinear? Collinear means the points which lie on the same line are called as collinear points. The points which lie on the same line. Okay, if you take a line A, B, C, these are the points lying on this line. So hence we can say that these 3 points are collinear points. Once these 3 points are collinear, we can say AB plus BC will be how much? CA. Okay, suppose A is not here, A is here. Then BC plus CA how much? BA. Yes or no? No, see A is not here. Suppose here. Then BA plus AC how much? BC. Means once they are given 3 points, how to check whether they are collinear or not? If after finding the distances, we have to find AB, BC, CA distances. If sum of the any two distances is equal to third distance, we can say that the given points are collinear. So using the distance formula, we can check the given points are collinear or not. So any sum of any two distances is equal to third distance, hence they are collinear. Because if you take A point here is B point here, C point somewhere here, if we join like this, okay, now can it be, is it possible these conditions AC plus BC will be equals to AB? No, because sum of the two sides is greater than third side. We are getting a triangle here because this property will not satisfy. this property will not satisfy. Okay, so sum of the any two sides is greater than the third side. We know that if it is forms a triangle. So if they are lying on the same line only, one of these conditions will be possible. So they are collinear or not, we can check just finding the three distances. If one distance is equal to sum of the other two distances, we can say that given points are collinear. Next application is I will in the next video we will discuss problems on distance formula. Just I am going to tell you now only applications. Okay, how the distance formula will be useful. The next one is triangle, nature of triangle. To decide the triangle is, to decide the given triangle is equilateral or isosceles or scalene, right angled, okay, obtuse triangle or acute triangle or right angled isosceles. For that also, when they are given 3 points, we should check, we should find out immediately AB length, BC length and CA length. AB length, BC length and CA length we have to calculate immediately. Okay, after calculating, if all the three distances are equal, AB equals to BC is equals to CA, then we can say that the given 3 points forms an equilateral triangle. If AB is equals to BC not equals to, sorry, if AB not equals to BC not equals to CA, then we say that it is an isosceles triangle. At this point itself, we should check whether AB square is equals to BC square plus CA square or not. If it is happens, we can call it as right angle isosceles triangle. Okay. Suppose if all the three distances are unequal, AB not equals to BC not equals to CA, then we can say that the triangle is a scalene triangle. At this point itself, we should check that square of any one side is equals to sum of the squares of remaining two sides or not. If it is happens, we can say that it is a right angle triangle. Okay. If sum of the squares of any two sides is greater than the third side, then the triangle is acute triangle. If sum of the squares of any two sides is less than the square of the third side, we can say that it is ABC forms an obtuse triangle. Okay, if AB square plus BC square is less than AC square, or BC square plus CA square less than BA square, then we can say that it forms a obtuse triangle. ABC forms an obtuse triangle. Or otherwise, if sum of the squares of any two sides is greater than the third side, greater than the square of the third side, we can say that triangle forms an acute triangle. Okay, triangle is an acute. Okay, acute triangle. Are given whether they form square or rectangle. Let's see, here also we have to follow same standard result, that is just to find the distances. This is a quadrilateral. AB distance, BC distance, CD distance, DJ distance, as well as diagonal lengths, AC length as well as BD length we have to calculate. All the 6 lengths we have to calculate, then we can decide which quadrilateral it forms. If it is square, all the sides will be equal, diagonals are also will be equal, only square it is. It is just square. All the sides will be equal, diagonals are also will be equal. Suppose all the sides are equal, diagonals unequal, we can call it as a rhombus. Okay. At the same time, opposite sides are equal, diagonals are also equal, it is rectangle. Okay. But opposite sides are equal, diagonals unequal, it is only a parallelogram. Okay. At the same time, every rectangle is a parallelogram, every square is a parallelogram, every rhombus is a parallelogram. Okay. So based on this distance formula application, just to find the distance between the 2 points, to check the given the points are collinear or not, to check the given points forms which type of triangle, to check given 4 points forms which type of quadrilateral. These are the applications on distance formula. In the next video, we are going to discuss about we are going to solve problems from distance formula. Okay, bye for today. We'll meet in the next video.